good evening, or good late afternoon, whatever. Welcome to the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. I'm Jared Floyd. Happy late Thursday. As we get ready for this Thursday evening, I'm joining you a smidge early for multiple reasons. One, got to go pick the pipsqueak up from school. Secondly, and probably not more importantly, because nothing's more important than my kid, but the higher priority reason, I'm just going to stop talking. Another reason why I'm joining you for the live stream this early is for folks that may have been kind of hemming and hawing about, I don't want to go out to the El Dorado Christmas Parade tonight because it's going to be raining. The rain's pretty much moved out of southern Arkansas. It's going to be chilly. Throw your coat on. Go out there and enjoy the parade. Maybe some patchy drizzle, but we can't really control that. But in terms of the consistent, heavier rainfall, most of that has started to shift eastward. Check the infrared satellite to start to lose daylight on this Thursday afternoon. And there's still quite a bit of cloud cover out there, and there's still some rain to be had as well. I would expect the clouds to be present through much of the day tomorrow for most of the area. Clouds probably going to hang around through much of the day Saturday before we get a cold front in early Sunday, and that kind of wipes the slate clean going into early next week. Radar is made possible by Brown's Roofing. Schedule your free roof inspection at brownsroofingla.com. The showers, again, fairly light, but also another thing that's important to keep in mind with radar. Radar is just a tool to measure rainfall, but of course, a lot of moisture can, especially shallow, low-level moisture, can sneak under the radar. So basically the long way of telling you there's probably more rain out there than what you're actually seeing. A lot of it's, again, very, very shallow moisture, so it's a lot of light rain, patchy drizzle, and just general grossness across most of the region. The more concentrated showers stretch from the literal Arklamis, the Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi kind of triple point there, southward down the Mississippi River Valley, including areas as far west as Rayville, but also as far east as Jackson and the I-55 corridor. All of that stretches southward down toward Natchez. And again, keep in mind, there's a lot of shallow moisture out there. So if you're looking at radar right now and going, that radar is lying, it's raining where I am, well, it probably is. But again, the radar shoots higher and higher in the atmosphere the farther and farther it gets away from its radar site. So it's probably just missing the rainfall. But it's there. Rain totals over the last 12 hours. Again, a lot of these are radar estimated. I will pop up some rain totals from the Louisiana Mesonet, which is operated by ULM. 0.88 of an inch of rainfall at ULM, right at an inch of rainfall in Eris. Colfax, a little over an inch of rain. Dubach, about 1/3 of an inch of rain. Homer, a little over 1/3 of an inch of rain. Sicily Island, a little over an inch. Jonesville, 1.1 inches. Acme at 1.5 inches. Farmerville at 0.35 of an inch of rain. Columbia at 1.4. Winfield at 1.87. So again, there's some areas that did approach that 2-inch mark, and we still got some rain to be had. We probably won't add much onto what the totals that we've already seen. So again, those totals that you're seeing on the screen kind of vary wildly depending on location. And again, it also, in full disclosure, it only includes the last 12 hours. We had a lot of rain prior to the 4 a.m. time frame this morning that's just not included on the totals. Check the temperatures. Many spots have actually seen temperatures fall through the course of the day. If you've stepped outside, spent any extended periods of time outside, God bless you, because it is messy out there, and it is not fun. 36 in El Dorado, 37 in Camden. The plus side, again, to parade goers as they go out tonight, is that while it will be cold, you should have expected it to be cold for Christmas parades. Duh. That's a given. The plus side is the winds should die down a smidge, and a little bit of clearing as we head through the overnight as well, which may make things a little bit drier and a smidge more comfortable as well. 42 in Monroe, 41 in Winsboro, 46 in Natchez, where they were in the low 50s to start the day. Again, the air's pretty much saturated, so some patchy drizzle or light rain shouldn't be completely ruled out. And as I mentioned, winds generally stronger along the Mississippi Valley, north-northeast, 10 to 15 miles an hour. But as you move farther westward, 3 to 5 miles per hour lower. And again, the sustained winds up to 6 miles per hour in El Dorado. So again, it'll be chilly, but you'll be all right. Go out there and enjoy the parade festivities tonight, all across the Arklamis. The apparent temperatures, well, when you factor in the wind, the feels like temperature, wind chill, whatever you want to call it, 35 is what it feels like in Monroe. Feels like 39 in Vicksburg. Feels like 30 in Camden, El Dorado, and Magnolia. Again, those northerly and northeasterly winds make things pretty uncomfortable. Futurecast made possible by Bayou Power Sports. I-20 frontage road in Monroe shows that as this weak boundary navigates through the region, the clouds don't budge much. And again, that makes for a tricky forecast tomorrow. Some folks are going to get a lot of patchy drizzle or light rain, and they're going to go, man, he should have bumped those rain chances up to 50, 60, 70% because it's just been gross all day. Others are going to go, that wasn't really rain. That was just drizzle. It's nothing. So it's kind of a tough call on how you want to throw the rain chances out there for tomorrow. But generally speaking, I've dropped them quite a bit. That does not mean that you should assume that we will see sunshine tomorrow, because most of us won't. The wild card tonight is, again, cloud cover. If we get some clearing tonight, there will be the possibility, the window of opportunity for some spots to drop below freezing. I think that is most likely across southern Arkansas. It is not out of the realm of possibility across northern Louisiana. Just, again, depends on cloud cover. Claudia, good evening to you. As we go through the rest of the weekend, winds kind of crank back up out of the south, and depending on how you want to kind of ingest the data that we're getting in, it could lead to a sharp warm-up for Saturday afternoon. Again, it all depends on the cloud cover. If the clouds hold in, we're probably going to stay in the low to mid-50s. If we get a little bit of sunshine, low 60s are not out of the question, as is the case as we get into the day on Sunday. But then the cold front moves through by early morning. Northwesterly winds, which could be breezy at times late Sunday into Monday, bring a slightly cooler air mass into play by then as well. May, good evening to you, and thank you for being here. I appreciate you. And good afternoon to Claudia as well. So as we set the stage for kind of how things set up going into next week, it is a pretty pronounced pattern flip. We've been talking about this for the last several days. Winds in the aloft have been out of the southwest, continuing to transport subtropical moisture into our area, and a lot of that moisture overruns this front and generates rainfall, patchy drizzle, cloud cover, all the grossness. But once we get kind of a 1-2 punch of disturbances that move through this weekend, the first one Saturday, the second one on Sunday, that really shifts the focus of all that deeper layered moisture east. Notice our pattern becomes very northwesterly, meaning that a lot of dry air moves in. So even as these disturbances bring a cold front in Wednesday of next week, and we still get some relatively active disturbances and pattern changes and things like that, there's not really an opportunity to gather a lot of deep layered moisture in to really bring a lot of rain to the region. Translation, next week looks to be pretty dry. So if you have some shopping, Christmas shopping, stuff like that you need to get done, next week's the week. Because you don't know what's going to happen the next week, and then you're getting close to Christmas, and you don't want to be trudging out there in the cold rain. You could have got it done next week. So just get it done next week. Lily, good evening or good afternoon to you as well. So then that pattern continues through the rest of next week. Again, the northwesterly flow aloft. That doesn't mean we can't see rain chances. It's just you're really hard-pressed to really develop any kind of significant, widespread, appreciable rainfall across the area. Lows tonight will fall into the low to mid-30s. Could see the freezing mark. It's not out of the realm of possibilities, depending on how much clearing, to maybe even see the upper 20s across the backside of the Ouachita Mountains. I think it's unlikely, but it's not out of the realm of possibilities. Rain chances overnight drop to about 10%, except for the southern counties and parishes where it could hold to 20 or 30%. Again, your specific locations forecast can be found at digitalweatherdesk.com or on the Digital Weather Desk app, available for Apple and Android users. Cloud cover plays tricks with us tomorrow, and it makes for a tough forecast. Scattered showers, patchy drizzle, light rain possible, generally across the southern parishes. Most of us should stay dry, quote unquote, but it will still be a cloudy, damp, kind of gross day, given the cloudy, dreary conditions that will be in place. Most of us, though, won't really add a lot in the way of rain totals. Maybe, again, some patchy drizzle that could lead to maybe 1/100th of an inch of rainfall, or actually something measurable. But again, aside from that, not expected to be much of an issue. 7-day forecast. I didn't take the rainy parts off. Hang on. This is going to bother me until I fix this. That's what happens when you don't proof your graphics, folks. I want to fix it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. I'm also showing off how quickly I can fix something like this. All right. There's your 7-day forecast. Took all the rain off. Rain chances are still there. 10% for tomorrow. Again, 20% in the southern counties and parishes. Afternoon highs gradually climbing back to near 60 on Sunday, but then we bring that cold front in Sunday morning, probably really feeling the impacts of it late in the day Sunday. So we're temporarily cooler early next week. And then back on the warming trend Wednesday, we bring another cold front through. But both of these are fairly dry fronts, both Sunday and Wednesday. Don't really look to drum up a lot of rainfall. So if you have outdoor plans, Christmas festivities, shopping that you need to get done, or you just want to get outside because it's been so gross, next week's the week to do so. It'll still be chilly in the morning, pretty cool in the afternoon, but all told, not too bad. So take the time to enjoy next week after, again, what has been some very beneficial rain. It's not fun to go through, but we needed it. A reminder, the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank, is a digital weather platform serving 33 parishes and counties across northern Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and western Mississippi. It's made possible 100% free to you by the local businesses that you see there on your screen. If you would like to be a part of what we're doing here business-wise, we'd love to have you on board. You can email me at jared@digitalweatherdesk.com. If you are just hanging out and you're going, hey, Jared, how can I help you? Well, it's pretty simple. Download the app. Follow us on your favorite social media platforms. Like, comment, and share all the content that you deem necessary. Support and thank our local business partners when you can, if you can. We've got merch for sale if you want. 2 different types of hats that can be bought at digitalweatherdesk.com. They're great stocking stuffer ideas. I can personalize them if you would like, and usually we throw some stickers in too. So again, you can find those at digitalweatherdesk.com. You are under no obligation to buy anything from me. They're cool hats though, and like I said, if you got somebody in your family that absolutely hates my guts, perfect gag gift. Absolutely perfect. Be like, hey, I know how much you love Jared. Here's his hat. They'll never speak to you again. And depending on what you're aiming for, maybe mission accomplished. I don't know. I don't know your family. Gotta love the holidays, though. All right, thanks so much for stopping by the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank. Forecast is always available at digitalweatherdesk.com and on the app. Again, just uploaded and kind of refresh the temperatures and the rain chances as we go into the night, so be sure to go check that out. Fishing game comes out at 8 o'clock tonight. If anything crazy happens radar-wise, I'll let you know. If not, I'll see you first thing tomorrow morning. As we start to look toward the weekend, we start looking at some semifinal high school football playoff forecasts and all that stuff. Hopefully we keep the rain out of here for tomorrow night, but we will let you know about that tomorrow. Be careful on the roadways. Visibility may be a little over the next little bit, and enjoy the Christmas festivities. If you're heading out to the parades tonight across the ArkLaMiss, be safe, be patient, have a lot of fun, and grab the jacket. You're going to need it. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday, everybody, and thanks so much for stopping by the Digital Weather Desk, powered by Century Next Bank.